Hi guys, we take here Behr Hill. So May 6th to about the 10th, we're going to make a couple of episodes on the drywall stuff just because it's fun. Here you see a delivery of what is this, 380 sheets of drywall, a lot of mud, 100 pounds of screws, and a bunch of tape, etc. And these guys, that is an awesome truck. That boom crane, I guess it goes about 50 feet. So pretty interesting. They had to manually offload into the garage, but they managed to do it just fine. The crane was really cool to watch. Very managed. You see how heavy this stuff is as they rip stuff off the crane. You see it moving upwards. So, but anyway, everything's good. Big delivery, a little scary. So this is from Lone Star Materials. I was recommended by the people that are doing the drywall work to get it from there. I walked in there and I wanted basically they wanted 12-foot sheets, 4x12. They are nowhere to be found, at least not for their distribution. They were back ordered by something like 8,000, 9,000 sheets. So they had a bunch of 8-footers, so we got those, and this is what we got. They're going to start on Monday. So I'm showing here different shots from offloading and stuff. I always find the mechanics of this stuff pretty interesting. These guys work hard. I asked them how many deliveries they do a day, and they go as many as we need to. So whatever that means, I guess they work all day long. So once the drywall was delivered, I decided to finish up the skirting on the containers. Basically, I installed leftover R panels on the left and right side. Now I'm applying some primer, a Behr primer that's supposed to work on this stuff pretty good. And then later on I'm going to do a color, basically a black, that kind of makes the skirts go away. But actually the color is really cool. Angie and I dig that color. It's kind of a charcoal black. It's close to what the actual roof is, so it's coming in line with what it's supposed to be. But the primer, pretty easy to apply, so I'm not wearing a mask. Yeah, okay, whatever. It was pretty windy, so I don't think I ate anything, but I guess you should probably technically have a mask on. You can see the dust cloud that goes around. Hopefully wasn't breathing too much of it. Here I am. So this stuff had to be diluted a tiny bit with water so I could spray it out of the airless. And here's Angie helping me out to put a couple of extra screws into one of the panels. You notice they're all different colors, right? Those are all refurbished. I'll say refurbished, but they're panels we had from 2 different shops, leftovers. Some of the different colors were used in transport of the panels for the shop, so they're all weird colors, but it is what it is. The primer makes everything nice. And now for the color part. So this is a Behr E600 100% acrylic. You see me doing there is just moving between the different primer, water, cleaning it out, and then moving to the paint, and it applied extremely well. I'm using a Graco. The tip is a 517 in a red tip, and that worked extremely well. These paints are extremely thick, so using something smaller on the tip side just does not work very well. I've been there, done that. It just clogs a lot, and basically you got to get the right tip for the right viscosity of the tape, the paint. This paint, the E600, they recommended to not dilute it, so it actually looks like pudding. So interesting. Anyway, it applied very well. I did a 50% kind of a wet overlap and just kept going. It's amazing how quick the machine works. We're going to use this for the interior paint as well, but regardless, I bought 5 gallons to do the skirting. I think I used about 2.5, maybe a little more than that, and it covered extremely well. Basically one coat, again with the 50% overlap. I don't think anything else has to be redone, but it makes it look totally different. The color, once it dries, this is a 100% matte finish, so it kind of makes the skirting disappear-ish. You can't make a container house disappear, but the skirting kind of dies off a little bit. And we're doing the skirting for a little bit of weather control, a little bit of wind control underneath the containers, and it makes it look a little less messy under there, so it's all good. Again, this only took a couple of hours to do. The Graco, the guns are great. You know, just pump and go as long as you keep painting the bucket. I had a 1 gallon paint can that I used and I kept filling it up. Typically if you put a 5 gallon pail underneath the Graco, it'll just keep rolling and you don't have to go back and forth. You just keep pumping it out, and off it goes. But anyway, I did the you can see I did the pillars as well. The primer was for masonry, steel, wood, a bunch of other different things, and this acrylic covers all that. So we wanted to make everything kind of like disappear, make it look kind of nice and very consistent. The color of the hour panels we're getting is kind of a dark blue. It's a navy blue. I think it's going to look pretty spectacular. Alright, so back at it. So May 9th, this is Monday. So we had the drywall guy, or one guy came from the crew. He basically, man, he's got muscles. This guy moved about 150 panels himself, different parts of the house, kind of staged them in each room, and then he decided to do the one main wall in the living room. And it's kind of spectacular how it goes up. You start seeing the actual effect of having real walls in a house. It looks fantastic, and as we go through these videos, the house is feeling extremely nice. It's feeling cool, very consistent, and we're gonna love it. Anyway, these guys are killing it. Guy, the next day, which is the 10th, he brings another 2 guys, and they 3 guys work the house for 2 days, banging a whole bunch of stuff out. So he's very good. These guys are extremely detail-oriented and very meticulous on what they're doing, so very impressed. In all respects, worth every penny. They might even get a little bit of a bonus tip here, but we're loving their work, and Angie's tickled with the progress, so they'll keep going, and we can't wait till it's done. It's going to be probably 5-6 days of work, I believe, is what we're looking at. So he was pretty good. This is our scaffold. He's using, he's manhandling the whole thing by himself, which is very impressive. The panels, you know, a single panel is not that heavy, but it's just awkward. But he's just so used to it. He's doing an awesome job. Alright guys, we're here in Blueberry Hill, so we got some cool music playing in the background while they do drywall. Hey! Exciting day. Anyway, they got a little bit done here. I'll walk you through the house. One wall in the living room. They're working on ceilings in the apartment. So here we go. Cool. That looks great. Easy peasy. All good? Huh? Nice. Cool. Working hard, working hard. YouTube, say hi. Neato. Alright, so these are the guys that did the 3rd bid and came out under the other ones. I like that music. Anyway, they're cooking. They're doing the ceilings first. I thought they would. The living room, as I probably mentioned before in videos, we're doing wood, like shiplap kind of stuff. So all the ceiling up here is going to be all wooden planks running that way. Just painted. Probably be black. That's what we like. But anyway, it's coming. Anyway, I'm going to flip back to time lapse and let you guys roll with it. See you later. So here's May 10th. I don't want to bore you guys, you know, showing you all this drywall work we're doing, but I just want to show you how these guys work. They know what they're doing. We've had you know, history of trying to get these bids for doing the work. It was fun. It took a whole month to get this far from contacting people, and these were this was the 3rd official bid, and we jumped on it. We had to spend the money for the materials. These are just basically what they call the installers, and as long as we provide the material, they're willing to work till it gets done. So awesome. And the actual amount of money is fantastic. We control the material cost, of course, because we have to buy it from distributors, or we do make a few runs to Home Depot, but the prices aren't like severely different. But regardless, these guys are extremely affordable. We're well within budget on what we expected, and that's awesome. The first bid was literally double of these guys, and a little bit, so that was ridiculous. But anyway, they're referred from my brother-in-law, Carlo. He's had used these guys. They're the painter that gets these guys working on drywall installs. He's the one who referred these guys, so kind of a network of sorts. Again, it's who you know, not what you know. It's fantastic. But anyway, they're respectable dudes, man, and they're working their tushes off. So this guy was working alone, and this is the apartment, spare bedroom area. He's finishing up the hallways and stuff, doing a great job. This room gets done pretty much first. This whole section of the house, by the end of the day, was finished. Fantastic. So you can see the ceiling was done first thing, and then the walls, etc., were done. Here we are. We're switching to the other two. They're doing continuing on all the ceiling work, so they're keeping ahead of the single guy. Just trying to make things happen on the ceiling, covering all that up. And there's my buddy Corky Manny. Hey, hi Corky. Anyway, he showed up in his cool Corvette, and we're just chatting a bit. And he's getting a kick out of the house as well. But anyway, while we're talking, they're working. So it's a funny setup. But you can see how they're just banging away. So fantastic. The kitchen ceiling's almost done. It's kind of a big deals, right? So we, as the ceilings get done, the house is starting to feel like more of a room oriented. Because when it was open, you know, it still feels like a little bit of chaos. But as they were going through this, it felt better and better. Every hour it just changed, and it was actually fairly cool in here. Of course, the foam does that. But the fact that we had the windows and doors open, everything was still kind of controlled temp-wise, and I'm very impressed with that. So this is kind of a tricky area. We're keeping two. You can kind of see the wall behind on the backside there. I don't want to say a feature wall, but it's part of the containers. We're not putting a wall on it. And then the wall that you can't really see it, but you can see a portion of it on the right side. That's again, calling it a feature wall because it's going to be just container. So they have to do all the cutouts for that, the cargulations. You see them playing with that a little bit, and then they have to tweak it and then put it in and good to go. The detail stuff they did was phenomenal. I think if I would have tried this, I have no idea how long it would have taken me. But you know, these guys do this all day long. They have tricks and the trade and stuff, and it's well worth the money. In all respects, time-wise, 100% worth the money. This would have taken us, I don't know, a couple months to figure out. So, but they're making it happen in a couple days. So awesome. So this is a shot through the hallway. It's kind of the camera's inside the multi-use bathroom, the shared bathroom in the hallway, and it's just shooting in the hall where he's doing all the finishing up work. Pretty amazing. I'm impressed by trade guys, how fast they work and how efficient they are. They make it look easy, and you know, when it looks easy, it's probably not. So anyway, here's the back to the two guys. One of the last ceiling things. This is our master bathroom, and I think they finish the master bedroom, which we didn't tape everything, right? There's no point in doing that. But anyway, awesome guys. I might have been standing there, and he was saluting the camera. He's a funny guy. I'm just going to walk you through what they've done. It's freaking amazing. This is a day and a half of work, and they've done ceilings pretty much and everything. It's a big house. It's 3,500 square feet-ish.
So they're doing the ceilings first, like we thought they would. And just gonna walk you through the rest of the house. Angie and I are cleaning up a little bit of the leftover stuff. But they kind of started to do the ceilings in the kitchen. Awesome. It's looking like a house, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, there's Whiskey. Whiskey! Come on! Let's check it out. Find it. Find it. Go. Go. Come on. Find it. You can find it. Whatever he's finding. Don't know. But they kind of left off, you know, doing the ceiling in here. We got some walls. We got this one to cut, obviously. Come on, Whiskey. Come in. Here's a room that's not a closet. Doesn't have a closet, so it's just a room. Yeah. And they're done. Wow. They go fast. These guys are awesome. Here's the apartment, or we're calling the apartment. It's done. We cleaned up the floor, the small stuff on the floor. We're keeping the smaller stuff over here. They might need it, they might not, who knows. But it's a lot easier to walk around without all the stuff on the floor. This is our feature wall. We'll have that cleaned up and, you know, set properly. Hardy board goes up there, and then tile, blah blah blah. But anyway, it's looking really good. These guys, you know, it's a network of people you know. It's not just yellow page hitting the finger and going. They're pretty awesome. There's the room in the spare bedroom. Did all this. Of course, we're keeping a feature wall right there. It's gonna have to get cleaned up, but whatever. Just working through. There's a lot of work in a day and a half, basically. We had 3 guys working today. We saw that, and they were banging out a lot of detail stuff. So the entryway. This is the kind of stuff that, you know, you gotta pay for. I mean, awesome. Love it. So anyway, we're getting ready to. I'm sure they're gonna bang it out with the just the walls. And here's Angie cleaning up the refuse. Yay.